Something's missing. What is radio? Communication around the world. Free of charge. Your only expenses, getting your license. And the equipment. That's the only expense. Now why is that stopped? Some things have stopped, and why have they stopped? I don't get it. That's bouncing around like it should. I've got Eva laughing in the background. Try starting that up again. Don't know why that wasn't working. We have waterfall. There's not a great deal of activity on 20 meters. I'll give you a little bit of audio. It's quite quiet this morning. Thought we rotate our controller was knackered, but looks like the bulbs just went in blue. Happy days. We've got that there. I'll give you some. Should be some spots on the cluster. Which is really quiet on 20 meters. Oh, big signal there.
8 o'clock and 42 minutes. 8 o'clock and 42 minutes morning. 73, have a nice evening, have a nice night, enjoy the weekend, and off to work here again. VK3 Japan Radio Papa.
Is it working the wrong path?
Vector United with company clear. Bye-bye.
It's working VK long path by the sounds of it.
I'm Lima Zulu 2, Vector United with company. Any other DX, any other Delta X-ray?
It's really quite too early. I think it is early.
Booming signal 59 plus plus.
Try listening for VK long path.
Lima Zulu 2, Vector United. You are 59 plus
And VK long path, I'm not hearing a thing. Really quiet. Really quiet long path. Yeah. Put this up. I need that. Where is it going?
Okay, VK2UXO, LV2VU with company. Okay, thank you very, very much. Please stand by and listen, Mr. Pete. Pete, go ahead.
Trying to. That's better. Get that off there, right. Really. Put that over here so I can see it. Right, what we'll do, I'll turn the beam for VK short path. Short path from the UK being, well, I'm beaming 60 degrees. I wasn't hearing anything. So I think I can't quite. My brain's not working this morning. Find it clear. Clear frequency. We'll go about 185. Should be clear enough. I've never changed anything on the amplifier, so that should still be set. I'll just double check. Yep, that's working as it should. Is this frequency in use? Is this frequency in use? Golf 6 Mike November Delta. Is this frequency in use? Golf 6 Mike November Delta. Hello 20 CQ 20 meter CQ 20 Golf 6 Mike November Delta. Golf 6 Mike November Delta calling 20 meters. Golf 6 Mike November Delta. Golf 6 Mike November Delta calling CQ CQ 20 meter CQ. Golf 6 Mike November Delta. Golf 6 Mike November Delta QRZ. CQ20, CQ 20 meters, Golf 6 Mike November Delta, Golf 6 Mike November Delta calling CQ 20 meter CQ, Golf 6 Mike November Delta, Golf 6 Mike November Delta QRZ. Might get a freight sometime. CQ20, CQ20, Golf 6 Mike November Delta, Golf 6 Mike November Delta calling CQ20 meter CQ, Golf 6 Mike November Delta QRZ. Hello 20 CQ20, Golf 6 Mike November Delta, Golf 6 Mike November Delta calling CQ20 meter CQ20, Golf 6 Mike November Delta, Golf 6 Mike November Delta QRZ. Might be really quiet. Hello 20 CQ20 meter CQ, Golf 6 Mike November Delta, Golf 6 Mike November Delta calling 20 meters, Golf 6 Mike November Delta, Golf 6 Mike November Delta QRZ. It's really quiet.
Очередной встречи. Теплее 73, хороший.
Russia. It's picking, the band's opening up, but not as great as I thought it might have done. Let's go back to 185, put a few more calls out. CQ20, CQ20, Golf 6 Mike November Delta, Golf 6 Mike November Delta calling 20 meters, Golf 6 Mike November Delta calling CQ20 CQ, Golf 6 Mike November Delta, Golf 6 Mike November Delta QRZ. CQ20, CQ20, Golf 6 Mike November Delta, Golf 6 Mike November Delta calling 20 meters, Golf 6 Mike November Delta, Golf 6 Mike November Delta calling CQ20, CQ20, Golf 6 Mike November Delta QRZ. Hello 20 CQ20, Golf 6 Mike November Delta, Golf 6 Mike November Delta calling 20 meters, Golf 6 Mike November Delta QRZ. Hello 20 CQ20, Golf 6 Mike November Delta, Golf 6 Mike November Delta calling 20 meters, Golf 6 Mike November Delta QRZ. It's really quiet. Definitely thought it might have been a little bit more activity this early in the morning. Obviously not going to happen. We'll have a listen on 40 meters, 7 megs.
Florida number 4, Bravo, Echo Whiskey. Foxtrot number 4, Bravo, Echo Whiskey. Calling DX, listening.
He's calling DX, he's looking for stations outside of Europe. Yeah, you're right, Ernie. Nice early morning. I've been out a while. Done a stream earlier on gameplay, but I thought I'd try having a listen on the bands, see what activities there. And it doesn't seem to be a great deal at the moment.
Okay, sorry Tom, sorry. Many thanks for the...
It's really quiet.
Dans la Gazette et
80 meters. It must have been a solar storm or something. Gotta be a solar storm. Not expecting there to be much activity. Plenty of interference, I know that. But no. Yeah, where we're going. I need that down there. Move this down. Yeah. See if this works. I know this station was quite strong. I'm bouncing all over the place here. Let's have a listen. Even CW, to be honest, is quite quiet at the moment. I'm not sure if that was a Russian station. I think it was. I think it was a Russian station. Beaming in the right direction for the strong the does it's told there, Ernie. There's not a lot happening on CW. Strange. It is a strange thing. Good morning, Royal. Please you can join. It's really bad conditions here today. Really bad conditions. Thought there might have been a little bit more activity, but far from it. Especially this early in the morning. Not a thing on CW. There'll be plenty of activity on FT4 and FT8. So there we go. I don't want to bore you too long with absolutely nothing. Like I say, it's too early for 20 metres. 40 metres is unbelievably quiet compared to normal. There's normally plenty of activity on there, but
because on my log I put 2 elements, but what type of 2 elements are you using in your solar?
so then.
And these pins over the height, it's 29 meters, it's perfect. Congratulations. And also, my Optimum, you know, because I'm using Optimum like a long time ago.
Optimum antennas, great aerials. Anyway, really quiet on the bands. Really poor. How much is radio? How do you buy airtime? Do you use an operator? No. Radio communication. It's free talk. Free airtime. Much as you like, providing there's somebody there that can hear you calling CQ. Radio is radio. You've got to take into account a lot of varying factors. The sun being one of them. If the sun's active, you say the sun's always active. It may be. Yeah. You've got to get down to the science with the sun. You've got to understand what activity is happening on the sun. If it's throwing out solar storms, knocks out communication, makes communication quite bad. When you're using your sat navs, believe it or not, and you think, oh, it's not working as well as it should. It's not picking up my position as well as it should. Most of the time, it's because of a solar storm knocking out the GPS position, the satellites. It's no fault of the technology that you're using. It's all to do with that old current bun. So you've got to take a lot of things into account when you're operating the radio. Yeah, mobile phone, internet, brilliant for communication, instant communication at a price. Amateur radio, free of charge. All you've got to do is pay for the license, city license, pay for the equipment. There you go, you've got free airtime. talk to people around the world free of charge, no international roaming charges. Happy days, providing conditions are relatively fine. Anyway, early morning. It is early for 20 meters, especially for me here. A lot of people say, "Oh, it's not too early." It's not. I've just proved it. But you didn't put calls out long enough. It was long enough. Yeah, what can I say? What else can we talk about? What can I say? Radio's radio. It can be entertaining, believe me. It can be fun. At the minute, as you can probably gather, for me it's gone down. Took a nosedive. A lot of varying factors is behind it. I've got to try and get back into the swing of radio. I don't know. Can't quite put my finger on why it's just gone. Do enjoy the radio. Don't get us wrong. Radio's always going to be there. You guys like to see the contacts. You like to see us bring you the live streams, bring you some form of entertainment with the radio. Hey, who doesn't? But the thing you've got to think of, I've got to be able to work the stations for you to enjoy the show, as it were. Where we're at. Yeah, you've got to enjoy it. I've got to enjoy it. It all swings around, you know. There's nothing there, no entertainment, no contacts. It's boring. Believe me, it's boring. You can put calls out, here, left, right and centre. Put calls out till you're blue in the face. Sometimes, not all the time, you can put calls out like that. It all depends on those band conditions. What did I do that for? Because that's what we all put it down to. Absolute poor conditions. Good laugh. Where do we go from here? This is a thing when you get new license operators coming into the hobby. Get the license, get the equipment, and then this. Your heart's got to be in it, and it's got to be in it big style. Something's got to drive you into enjoying the hobby. I do enjoy it. It has its ups and downs. At the same time, don't let it rule or overtake your life. Everything else comes before the radio. Find other things. Don't just put everything into one. Don't just concentrate on one thing. Easier said than done. If you enjoy it, enjoy it. But enjoy it enough. Don't enjoy it too much. Bit of advice there. You'll thank us later. Don't worry. You've got to take time away from radio. You've got to take time away from radio. It's a known fact. If you do too much of a good thing, is bad for you. It is, believe me. Got all the equipment here, and you know, sometimes you look at it and you go, why have I got all this equipment? Why have I spent all this money on the equipment? I wish I knew. Why do you go out and buy a new car every 3 years? Because you can. That's the thing. You can do it. Yeah, you can plough money in. You can enjoy the hobby. You can do all sorts. This stream is turned into a bit of a oh, he's in one of these. Nah, it's early morning, man. How are you? I'm waiting for me peepers to go and ping. I should have really had a little bit more sleep. It's no good. No good for the brain. Yeah, band conditions is really quiet. 20 meters. I'll let you have a listen. I think this one's gonna work. Nope, wrong one. There you go. Be alright if I hit the right keyboard. There is stations there. Of course it disappear. It sometimes makes you wonder when you've got a beam up and orientated in the right direction as to whether it's working or not properly. It is working, as you can tell. Yeah, what a difference. From a vertical antenna there to a 2-element beam. Magic, isn't it? But it does the same thing, I hear you say. It receives the signals. It does. It does exactly that. But at the same time, it depends which way the other station's got their aerial, whether they're using a vertical polarization or horizontal polarization. You don't know. Sometimes you receive them better on the vertical as you do on the beam, vice versa. All part of the experience. Why? Here's a one for you. Why do people insist on asking questions before they've tried something? Why? Beats me. Is this aerial better than that aerial? Is this radio better than that radio? There's only one person who can decide that. That's you. You're always going to get different responses, different answers to radio, to questions like that. How high do I need me aerial? Use your noggin, man. Use your noggin. Experiment. That's what it's there. Self-education, self-teaching. You've got to teach yourself these things. Yeah, you ask people for their experience, but gain the knowledge yourself. Happy days. That's what you've got to do. What's a best length of wire? Do the calculations. Beats me. Oh, what was there's a couple of other things. What the one thing you never really seen me do on any groups was ask questions in regards to what's the best aerial, what's the best best material to use for a long wire. Come on, common sense, man, common sense. I know it's difficult to come by these days, which common sense is difficult to come by. Not many people like to use it. or should I say, some people don't have the ability to use it. To get that amateur license, here's a one for you. To get the amateur license, and they'll turn around and say, once I've gotten it, what do I do now? I've seen that a few times. Absolutely, it does amaze you. Absolutely amazes you. So these online exams, personally, I think are an absolute shambles. Absolute. It's really should really stick to local clubs, to be honest. Get the first hand knowledge, get the experience of operating the radio. Don't just jump in, get the license, and go, oh, what do I do? What do I do? Come on, guys. Really? There's a lot of guys out here that don't mind helping people. They don't mind trying to explain things to people. But at the same time, try and educate yourselves. Absolutely amazing. It does get better though. Once you've explained it and they turn around and say, your explanation wasn't very good. I need somebody else to tell us. And then the other person tells them exactly the same thing. Come on. What's that saying? You can't educate pork. It's true. There's a lot of people out there that are sort of, you just look at them, you're going, really? Anyway, what can I say? Welcome to the hobby. Nah, I'm only joking. The hobby is the hobby. It's what you make of it. It's like buying a sports car, jumping in it. I know how to drive this car. I know how to drive it. It's brilliant. You jump in, you're going, how do I start it? Come on. Really? It amazes you. It amazes you what comes into the hobby. It's the likes of those that come into the hobby. Oh, I know this. I know this. You know, I haven't got a clue. Aerials. What's the best location to put an aerial? If you've got to ask that question, you shouldn't be in the hobby. It's simple. Right. What was I going to do? Hey, it definitely sounds like I'm having a rant today, a rant this morning. It just gets you, it gets people quite frustrated when you try and help people the best you can. And they don't want to help themselves. Anyway, that's such as life. It's a great thing. What can we do? What can we say? We're just going, yay, crack on. Done that a few times. Can you give us a hand with this? Yeah, it's no problem, I'll give you a hand. Explain it, everything to you. That's great. You may as well get that and go. It's what it's like. Knocking on a brick wall. Or should I say banging your head off a brick wall. If you're not going to take the knowledge in, it's a waste of time. Anyway. Oh, it's a fun life. It's entertaining. Boring as hell watching me do this, isn't it? Come on, guys. What's going on? What's going on in this world? Gotta have a laugh. Gotta try and make a bit of humour out of it. Sometimes it's dry humour. Sometimes it's straight faced, and just leave it to your imaginations. Hey. Getting back to it. Amateur radio can be a fun hobby. It can be stressful. Especially with the equipment. You see the equipment, you go, oh, I want that, I want it. New bit of radios come out. Got to jump in. Got to stay in with the crowd. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't have to get in with the crowd. It's going nuts. You're right. You're right. Is that just me? I'm going nuts. I'll agree with that one. It's a fun hobby. There's some well-educated guys out there. Or should I say, people that think they know everything. This hobby is one big ocean. It is. It's a ocean. Once you get that license. Got a vast knowledge of amateur radio. No, you don't. Let's put it into perspective. You've got a mile road, a 1 mile road. You've got to know every inch of that road. How much of that knowledge, how much of that road do you need to know in terms of known radio? Have you guessed it yet? How much? 10 centimeters. Amateur radio knowledge, you need to know absolutely nothing. And it's proved it with the amateur radio with the amateur radio licenses. You need to know absolutely nothing about radio. Just pick up a foundation book, read it. Or if you can't read, I'm just putting this out there. If you can't read, get somebody to read it to you. You can take the knowledge in that way. Yeah, Gordon, I've been up quite a bit actually. It was way before the alarms this morning. Hey, just having a bit of a moan on this morning. All good stuff. We've all got to do it now and again. Hey, they always say you've got to talk about things. Hey ho, and I don't talk. I don't talk much. If anything, it just makes you guys laugh. It's like the entertainment, man. You like the sarcasm. That's just it this morning. It's a what's it called? It's a stream of broadcast. I'll go back to sleep. It's a stream of broadcasting sarcasm in radio, which it is. I can't be bothered this morning. There's a lot of radio operators, like I say, coming in, thinking they know it all. What we tend to do, and what a lot of people who've been in the hobby a fair bit do, they look at them and they just go, okay, turn around and walk away. Just let them crack on with it. They're going to make a balls up, they're going to make a balls up big style. But at the end of the day, they're the ones that get away with all the crap. There you go. It's happy days, happy days. How long have I? Oh, 40 minutes of me taking them mic. It's got to be fun, man. Got to be fun. When do you ask? To be honest, Gordon, I'm actually missing out today on the bands. They work. All work, no play. Should be the other way around, like. But hey, how do we get the equipment that we'll get? Can't rob a bank. No, you don't. I'm joking, guys. I'm joking. I'm just basically, this stream is just me taking an absolute mick. Good laugh. Good laugh. Anyway, early morning band conditions are poor. Oh, my back's killing. What else? What else? What was I going to say? I was going to say something. No, can't get it. Oh, aye. Some operators are, like I say, well educated. Some of them are quite willing to help those that want to be helped. If you take the knowledge in, accept what the other guys are telling you, accept it. Take it on board. Don't dismiss what people are saying. Simple as that. Don't dismiss it. Don't come into the hobby saying, oh, I know this, I know that. It gets you nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. Yeah, no problem. Cheers for jumping in, Gordon. Appreciate it. Enjoy your morning. Take it easy, kiddo. Aye. Don't jump into the hobbies and go, I know this, I know everything about radio. You don't. There's not one radio operator out there that knows everything about radio. And if they did, they're lying. No, but sometimes even some of the long-term operators, I'm being cautious, long-term operators still learn new things. There's always something new to learn, always. But you've got to accept the fact you've got to learn. If you don't, find something else to do. We all make mistakes. We all have made mistakes on the bands. But you'll learn from it, hopefully. The joys of live streaming. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Anyway, let's have a quick listen on the bands. We'll just scan through them. There's not a great deal happening on 20 meters. It seems to be really quiet at the moment. Let's turn up the volume. Probably be a few people watching this or watching it back going, Christ almighty, what's he going on about? I'm not bothered. I don't care. I don't care what people think, to be honest. I've even had people tell us, get this, your streams are crap. Sometimes they are. But the best thing about it is, I know it. What am I doing that you're not? Why are you telling me my streams are crap? Can you? Or have you got the balls to do the streams yourself? The answer to that will be no. It's quite simple, isn't it? Brilliant when you get trolls. Unbelievable. It's quite entertaining. I love it. Yeah, cheers. It's true though. It is true, Gordon. You're always learning. There we go. How do you educate people in amateur radio? That's a question. How do you educate people? Do what I do. This here, I enjoy doing it. I enjoy entertaining you guys. Please, you loving that 7300, Phil? Happy days. Does take a little bit of getting used to where the different features are. Please, you're enjoying it. Radio's radio, and you'll hear us say it all the time. Have fun. Enjoy it. Oh, this seat. You'll hear us say that quite a bit as well. Your seat's broke. I'm not fat. Nice one. Hopefully you get that sorted out. Once you've got it set up remote, you tend to forget the radio, and you'll enjoy it. It's an easy radio to set up. Easy to set. I didn't realise you got all them extra features on it as well there, Phil. I didn't realise that. They're great that you have. There we go. What am I saying? What am I doing? How am I doing it? Now I think I've lost the plot. I lost that a long time ago, but I don't mind. That's the thing. I can admit things. I can admit when I'm wrong. I can admit when I'm telling you that I'm nuts. I'm not really. I'm not. They haven't diagnosed us properly yet. Hey, it's all good fun, man. All good fun. Yeah, them radios are dare I say it, the dog's bollocks. They are good radios. The 7600s. I've never actually used one. I have used a few radios over the past few years, but I tend to find the 7300 for me, just for the setup, the layout, and obviously working it remote. There is other radios out there that you can operate remote, which are quite simple. To be honest, the other radios have a better on-screen display. However, I'm not fussed. I'm not fussed on all the smooth operation of the software, as it were. As long as I can operate the radio, do everything the radio needs to do, and operate a remote, I don't mind that. It's one of them things. but them 7600s are a nice radio. What's the one thing on all the radios that are the same? There's no platinum, no gold, no bronze, no silver stages or platform of the radio. What's the one thing that's consistent on them all? And they all give out the same thing. Go on, I'll tell you. They all give out exactly the same 100 watts out the back of the radio, unless the radio states or specifies that it puts out 200 watts. There is a radio that does that. Is it the MP, the 1000 MP that puts out 200 watts? I might be wrong. I might be close, I'm not sure. Still have all the parts, repairs, 756. Oh, you're just waiting to get that Soldier 9 into it there, man. It's good fun. At least it gives you a project to do. It is a project there, Phil. It doesn't stop you from getting on the air now that you've got the 7300. But now you've got the 7300, you can stay warm. Hey, I'm not used to this. I'm not used to having this many people watching. But it is a change. Right, I'll tell you what I'll do. I don't know if this is going to work. It may do, it may not. It may go absolutely wrong. I think it is going to go wrong, actually. That's not going to work. Right, I'll remove that. Radio. Get rid of that. Not that one, it's this one. This is the one I'm after. Right. I go like that. And I'm there. Do that. I'm sure there's another way. No, maybe not. Oh well. Right. I'm going to open up a couple of streams. A couple of pages, just to show you. Let's get this sorted out. Now, people say the hobby's cheap. I'm going to show you something. Can be. It can be cheap. What's it called? Anyway, this is how daft people are, right? And you'll see why. And I think they're onto a good thing here. switch this over. We'll go over to there. Right, long wires. Get this. I don't know if you can see it on there. I don't know if it's come up clear enough. Long wires. Look at that. Just look at that price for a long wire. Really? 45 quid for a long wire. See if we can find it. We'll go for this. I'm not dropping names. It's just what came up in the search. Cheap. Here you go. Maybe thin stuff. Doesn't matter how thin it is. Really doesn't matter. 20 meters. Right, get this. 20 meters of wire. You've in fact got 40 meters of wire for a dipole. Yeah, 6 quid. Do the math. So 44 quid for wire, which you can use speaker wire. 6 quid for 40 meters of wire. Somebody's onto a good thing. So yeah, you can make it cheap, or you can go the expensive route. 91 onion, or onions as some of us like to call them. You can make them up. Cheap as out. Same again. 2-core speaker wire. See if I've got one. Yeah, I've got one. Toroid core. You make your 9-to-1 balun up. Pretty straightforward. Radios. They're cheap, aren't they? What else? Let's see. Amplifiers. This is where the big money comes in. They're the best parts. You can get them cheaper, believe me. If you shop around, but that's what they tend to go for. And there you go. Prices. You can get some good deals. So go back over here. What have I done? Come back there, come back there. And we'll go back to black. It's all good fun, man, all good fun. You've just got to, people say radios. People go out and pay extortionate prices for stuff that can be made really cheap. Oh, it's easier just buying it from the shop. Come on, it's no excuse, man. It's radio hobby. Make things up yourself. Yeah, you can. You can make things up quite cheap there. Hobby. Pretty straightforward. But people coming into the hobby, they haven't got the knowledge. They just want to buy things commercially made. They don't want to experiment, which is what the hobby is, experimentation, making equipment. That's it, Phil. You make an aerial up, easy enough. But people, if you've noticed, people don't appreciate it. They don't appreciate when you make something, the time and effort that you've put in to make it. They think, oh, it's not going to last. That's what people think. But in fact, it does. It probably lasts a lot longer than commercially built equipment. Or aerials, I mean, not radios. Building up radio transceivers, you get great satisfaction out of building it from scratch with all the components, doing the soldering yourself, putting it all together. You get great satisfaction out of building things. If something breaks, try and fix it yourself. If you don't feel confident enough to do it, then that's when you seek expert. I'm doing that for a reason. Expert. Screwdrivers. We've all seen a few of those come and go in the day. I know what I'm doing. I can fix your radio. All you do, you just go, no. You just look at the guy and go, hell no. I'll send it somewhere else. But it's fun. You'll learn from mistakes. Hopefully you learn from mistakes. But radio can be cheap. How can you get an aerial up a height? And I figured this one out quite not quite recently. When I first started radio, what could I use? Yeah, I'll use that. What could I use to get the wire up at a certain height? Bearing in mind I was new to the hobby, I was experimenting. You use things that you've got readily available to you. And it just so happened I had a fishing rod, believe it or not. It wasn't until later on that I realised I could have used a fishing rod for something else, not fishing. I ended up smashing it. I ended up smashing the fishing rod for parts that I needed, just to get the wire up a height. But that's what you do. Use what you have available. There we go. I think I've rabbited on a little bit too much. Kept some of you guys entertained, I know that. You're sitting there in your seats going, oh, he's on that off. Good humour, man, good humour. What do you need to know about radio? What do you need to know? It's free of charge. Like I said at the start, there's no operator's fees. There's no line rental. The only thing you've got to be aware of is what that current bund's doing. Hopefully it gives off some good activity for a few of you guys today. Enjoy the hobby. Take it easy. I'm hoping you enjoyed it. Plenty of you have stuck around to watch it through. I do appreciate it. Good laugh. Why be so serious? Life's too short to be serious, man. Far too short. grab a pint. I was going to say something else there. Totally inappropriate, especially for this time of day. I don't know. Anyway, take it easy, guys. Look after yourselves, and hopefully the next time I bring a stream, it might be as entertaining. It's all good fun, man. All good fun. Where am I? There we are. Look after yourselves. Have a great Easter. Enjoy the Easter weekend. And yeah, have a good one. Take it easy. 7-3 from the small station over the Northeast UK. Golf 6 Mike November Delta. Off and clear. Take it easy, guys.